I'm here with Maritime Wrestling's Sidewalk Sam. How are you doing today?
Not too bad, sir. I saw you today, so I'm all right.
How did you get involved with Maritime Wrestling?
Well, I went to a show in 2003, a mainstream wrestling show, and one of the smallest venues I've ever seen a professional wrestling show on Agricola Street, and I really enjoyed the show. And they had pamphlets marketing the wrestling school, Matt Mechanic's wrestling school, and tried out and got the training back in summer 2003.
Were you a fan of Maritime Wrestling before you got involved?
Yes, very much so. I'm a real big fan of real action wrestling back in the day. I'm Cowboy Mike Hughes,
Me too.
Kingman, and actually had the pleasure to share a ring with Mike Hughes a couple times. So,
Your thoughts on the current Maritime Wrestling scene?
a lot of great talent coming out of Maritime Wrestling. UCW is starting to get back on track. A lot of great up-and-coming wrestlers, and I hope a lot of them get to travel beyond the Maritimes.
Thoughts on the effort a pro wrestler needs to have, training-wise, in the gym, and effort in getting booked other places?
I think the gym's one of the big places a lot of wrestlers here in the Maritimes have to be. I took a little hiatus out of the gym, but I'm back in there trying to lose some weight. I'm a Jasper Travel, did you say? I think
Effort in getting booked other places.
Yeah, if you want to be a pro wrestler, I think you got to be concerned about traveling and taking the sacrifice of maybe not making the most money, but getting the experience. I think that's most important. Just trying to get as many bumps under you as you can, and trying to log as many miles on the road as possible if you want to be an independent wrestler today.
You've written a couple of books. Tell us about that and where people can buy them if they're still available.
I have one book published called Promises, based upon my diagnosis of schizophrenia in '99. You can get it at Close of Chapters. Just got to order it in. Right now I'm trying to get my first fiction book published called Basketball Beau. It's about a homeless man that plays basketball here in Nova Scotia. Heard back from literary agents. That's not even promising yet. I heard back from a mental health publisher in London. I'm not sure I'm going to go there. But everything's looking up. Just, I think I hope to have a great career in writing, and the independent wrestling scene is treating me nice too.
Your thoughts on the support the fans give Maritime Wrestling?
I think the support back in the early 2000s was a lot better than the support it has today, and I wish that support would grow like it did back then. And I think if the wrestlers sacrificed more to the profession, then the people would churn out better. Than the ticket sales would be better. But as I say, I think a lot of people behind the scenes that have sacrificed their time and effort over the years, that have put their time in, that have been there a long time. I wish the Maritime fans knew about how much effort a lot of these people that have been around a long time, if they knew the effort that they've put in, I think the Maritime Wrestling fans would put the effort in as well.
If you could put one match on a DVD of your own to show somebody what you do, what match would you choose?
I'm not sure if it's a NewScott video or not, but I've had a couple of great matches with Cowboy Mike Hughes. I had a couple of great matches with Devin Chittick, but there's not one. There's just many matches I've here in the Maritimes, New England, Ontario, British Columbia. I think I'm one of the more well-traveled wrestlers in the Maritimes, not worldwide, but I've made my miles around, but there's not just the one, just the many memories.
You once went through a flaming table in Windsor. How was that?
My second book is sequel to my first one. It's about my professional wrestling career, and I wrote about that in my book, and it's like going from heaven into hell for a second and then right back into heaven, because professional wrestling is it's been great to me. It's been my dream come true. So I'm being in that fire for a second and then coming back into wrestling, man. Just wrestling's been a dream of mine for the past 13 years, and even though I haven't made it to the top, it's been just a dream of mine to compete in front of the Maritime fans.
Who do you think is the best wrestler in the Maritimes right now?
The best wrestler in the Maritimes. I think he's been the best Maritime wrestler for a long time, and I must say probably Cowboy Mike Hughes. I've wrestled him in Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. We've had our tilts, and we haven't wrestled in a long time, but a guy that's seen the world and gave me another knowledge, and I've had some great wrestlers matches with him. So Cowboy Mike Hughes is probably not only the best wrestler in the Maritimes in Canada, but one of the best wrestlers in the world.
What does the future hold for you?
Hopefully a couple more years of wrestling in the Maritimes, but my main focus now is getting my books published, and I'm hope and pray that my books will get out there and people will read my writing and know I'm the kind of person that I'm Jack Belly is.
Any closing comments for your fans?
Come support Maritime Wrestling. Come and watch some fantastic entertainment, the best entertainment here in Atlantic Canada. Maritime Wrestling. Come and watch.
Thank you very much for your time.
All right, thanks.